All right, guys, another unboxing. We get a Kansept again with the name of the Tipper, 3.39-inch blade. This is designed by Edgy Blade Works. You can see this is a very edgy blade. Satin S35, bronze anodized titanium. Again, a bunch of different options on this guy. Coming in at $178 in this configuration. You can get them in different colors, different blades, Damascus, steel, as well as there actually might be a Damascus version of this guy also. So what I liked about this knife when I saw it was it looks like a Norseman to me. I don't know if you ever had a Norseman, but the blade shape, yeah, this is beauty. Look at this. Nice titanium frame lock, not a flipper. So there's your first difference, thumb side deployment. But that blade shape, guys, if you've ever had a Norseman or looked like a Norseman, very, very similar. It's such a weird looking blade, but it's actually so useful. This like first edge up here is really good for opening packages, just using that, and you can only use that part of the edge. Just really good for cutting tasks, and you got a good belly on there, then you still got a good tip. It's a really interesting blade shape, but it works. This is 3.38 inches overall. You got a nice, look at that, like how the sun's hitting that bronze. That is pretty. Let's put that guy down. Overall specs on this guy. So we've got a 7.9-inch overall length with 8 inches of blade. Blade thickness is 1.37, S35 with a flat grind on there. They list that as a Wharncliffe on their website. That's funny, Kansept. Super far from a Wharncliffe. Frame lock on this one, 4.69 ounces, so it's a little bit beefier. There is no milling. One thing I would say, a lot of the knives I've looked at from Kansept lately have not had milling. I know that keeps the price down, but I wouldn't mind to pay a little bit extra to lighten the knife up a little bit. Close to 5 ounces. It doesn't feel too bad. It's got a really good handle. No jimping up here, which is disappointing. That blade shape is wild. Really nice titanium on that bronze finish. Looks great. The clip is beefy. Pretty decent spring though. And next to the Daco, gonna be bigger than that Daco, even though it doesn't look like it. The Daco is a little bit longer of a knife that I like, but it's pretty much perfect. So there it is next to the Daco. Really affordable again. Really cool blade shape, guys. If you're, it's not a Norseman, but it has a similar blade shape. And I always liked that when I did have a Norseman. One of my favorite things about it was the blade shape. So, okay, guys, thanks for watching, and we will see you on the next video.